My parents, you know, when I moved out here and I told them, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go like make a video game in Los Angeles. My mom was like, honey, I believe in you. And that was great. My dad was like, you're an idiot.
You're making something that you love, and you're making something that you believe in. And that's kind of terrifying because there's nothing else there. It's such a like naked, kind of vulnerable position to be in.
Limited budgets, limited resources, essentially passion projects that people are wanting to pursue, and nobody really becomes an indie developer to become rich and famous.
So when you're the head of the company and you're small and scrappy and looking for money and looking to continue, that's all you care about. Like, I don't care about getting rich, but I care about securing enough funding to make the next deal. I want to just keep doing what we're doing, because one of them, every time we get a chance to bat, one of them has the potential to be a hit.
But we're all trying to, you know, sell our games to gamers, and it's tough for us to go up against companies, you know, that have, you know, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars going into their games. It's tough, yeah. My name is Jason Wishnav. I'm the lead designer and CEO here at Iridium Studios. I actually thought of their Cayman Echo. I remember exactly where I was. It was 2011. And I just thought of how bored and tired I was with first-person shooters telling me where to go. All units reload. And I thought it'd be cool to reverse that. I thought it'd be cool to tell the soldiers what to do, because there's a million games where you go around shooting, but there are very few games where that's reversed, where you're not the one shooting, you're the one giving tactical and strategic commands. Everyone but Corin to Alpha 3. Spawn enemy soldiers.
Noe draws out the concept art. He gets the character and he draws it out. Juan takes that character, and then he's a 3D Xerox machine. He takes it, he makes a little statue in the computer. But then when I get to it, I take it and I rig it up. Essentially, I'm the puppeteer.
I want to make something that is a substantial experience. What this has done for me, the Surface, I work on this machine way more than I use it to just demo or try things out. The thing about the Surface is that it isn't really a pure tablet. It's a full Windows machine. I installed Unity, our game engine, on there. I installed Visual Studio on there, Photoshop on there. I work on them. You know, when we go to PAX, I'm probably going to be on. It's going to be my primary dev machine because it's more powerful than the laptop I used to have.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that when we finally get to PAX and show off the game to people, that everything comes together nicely and works properly, no issues.
Exciting to finally introduce the game, you know, working demo of the game to the public and see their reaction.
Panic. It's the panic phase. We're in the panic phase?
Yeah,
right?
panic, yeah, we're panicking.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're not ready. God.
I believe.
We are at PAX East 2014, which is in Boston, Massachusetts.
The doors open for the general public to come rushing in like a torrent of crazy video game nerds.
When I grew up, like in the 70s and 80s, my dad owned pizza parlors. And every time there was a pizza parlor, there was a back room full of arcade games. So instead of getting a babysitter, a lot of nights my parents would just give me a styrofoam cup full of quarters and say, go stand on a chair and play Centipede and Asteroids all night. So that's how I grew up. I love video games. I've always loved video games. I've never had a job doing anything but making video games.
I've been making games for as long as I remember, since I was 8.
I kind of see game development as the pinnacle of art in the world today. It encompasses everything.
And it's always innovating, it's always changing and growing the industry as well, so you're constantly having to stay kind of agile and constantly educate yourself, and that can be very challenging.
You're seeing a big change because you got big developers or big, like Microsoft, who, you know, seek indies.
We got our Surface 2 like a week before PAX. Game changer.
Tablet gaming, you know, is definitely shaping the future landscape. With the Surface, it's great. It's got a USB port. I can plug in my 360 pad and I play all my PC games on the go.
The pen really gives me this amazing control and also a very accurate control.
The thing that always hurts performance is like how many units do we put on there? Do we have 500 zombies on screen? And so we actually doubled the amount of zombies you start with for the demos because it looks really awesome when there's tons of units running around on screen, and that was mainly just because the Surface could handle it.
You know, when you make games, you spread joy. I mean, you see it here at PAX. You see how excited and happy people are. And there are a lot of jobs that, while important, they don't get to have that special thing where you touch people on a very deep emotional level.
It's such a proud thing to see someone playing it and going, dude, they get all crazy-eyed. They're like, this is awesome. Like, I know.
You started with a couple of scribbles on a whiteboard and you end up with this really awesome experience. And if you can make something that people really love, that's what drives us.
But it's because they want to express something and they care about what they're doing, and you see the community coming together, you know. It's like essentially the story of what an underdog is, and like everyone wants to help and like root for them to make it because you know that they're doing it because they love it.
Had some people come away and been like, wow, like I did not think that was gonna work.
And it does, and I'm gonna buy this game.